Hey gamers, in this video I'm going to talk about whether or not you should have house rules in your game. Hey gamers, welcome back to Game Master's Dungeon. I'm Brian, your Game Master. Today's study hall topic, we're going to talk about the importance of house rules in your games. Now, from a GM standpoint, house rules, in my personal opinion, are kind of mandatory on some level or another. Everybody's got them, you may not even know you're using them. Maybe asking for some of you newer GMs, like, what is a house rule? How do I use a house rule? Why would I use a house rule? Well, let's define what a house rule is. A house rule is basically a rule that you have set in your game or during your game sessions that you and all the players need to follow. Right? Now, obviously, you're playing a game that's built on rules that has a lot of things you have to follow and remember. Why would you want to add more? Well, depending upon the game you're playing, certain house rules might be needed. Let's say, as an example, you're playing Dungeons & Dragons, and maybe your house rule is nobody plays bards because you don't like bards. I mean, that's perfectly acceptable. You're free to do whatever you want in your game. But other games, like, say, Mutants and Masterminds. Mutants and Masterminds is one of those games that I've done several house rules. I'll give you a couple examples. A couple of my house rules, I don't allow anything with time manipulation. So no characters can manipulate time. I only save that for like plot devices or NPC villains using it to drive story. I never let anybody else just have that willy-nilly. I've tried that in the past and it doesn't go well. Trust me on that. I mean, you might have different luck, but I just don't allow time manipulation. Another one, immortality power. I don't like the immortality power because it kind of takes that fear of death away. The thing about role-playing games is like your character is like us. It's like a person, right? And everybody in the end fears death to some level, right? And it governs your actions. No, I'm not going to jump off this cliff to see how well of a swan dive I can do into the river, 500 feet below, because I'll probably end up getting hurt or die. But if you're immortal and you can just come back, like, you will play the character in a way that's going to make bad decisions like that, and it's really gonna tip the scales, and it's gonna make things unbalanced and unfun for everybody. So what I'm trying to say about house rules is that house rules need to be something that you create to maintain a flow or a balance in a game, and also to make sure that it stays fun for everyone. Sure, you're going to have limits on things people can do, or actions they can take, or powers they can take, or classes they can play, but that's fine. Like, make sure that in the beginning of your game, you're going to set all these house rules out. Have a list. Give everybody a list, a copy of that. Okay, this is what I allow, what I don't allow. This is what you can and can't do, period. If you break the rules, then either stop playing the game or ask the player to not play anymore. I know, but it's tough, right? You want all your friends and everyone to play, but remember, you're the GM, and your job is to make sure that everyone, not just one person or two people, but you and everyone are having fun. And in order to do that, sometimes you've got to make some amendments to some rules. Alright gamers, that was a quick chat about house rules. So, in an overview, use them to keep balance, make sure everyone is having fun. If there's something in the game that you don't like, or that's making the game unfun, or so just take it out of there and be like, well, we're not going to use this. And you're free to do that. Remember, you're the GM, you're free to do that, but just make sure that everyone in your game understands all the house rules before you start playing. So, I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit that like button. If you want to support my channel, hit that subscribe button. If you do, don't forget to hit the bell icon so you get instant notifications when I upload new content. Also, join us over on Discord. We're having some pretty great conversations over there. We're getting a pretty good following. There's quite a few people over there. We're talking about all kinds of different topics, gaming, all that kind of stuff. We would love to see you over there. Also, you could follow me over on Twitter at GameMastersDone1. I will post periodic updates on content ideas. Also, if you have any content ideas or things you would like to see or covered, you can leave them in the comments below, or you can put them over on Twitter as well so everyone can see them. So, until I see you again in the dungeon, I'm Brian, your Game Master. and happy gaming.